Cause he a good boxer. Like that's when I look at y'all two as the best in the division.
How? Show me something that he did spectacular. Show me something that he did outrageous. Show me.
Right.
His power not outrageous.
Okay.
What defense?
You think he got defense?
He just jumped. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around. He don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing. If you go look at his fights,
So
I'll probably pin him on game. Yeah,
hold on, but you feel like it's easy work though. You like.
Come on, bro.
Do you ever think we'll see you in Tank? Realistically.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I don't really like talking about him.
Yeah.
Cause like the way that he move is goofy to me. Like it's some weird. So like, I really don't like speaking on him. But like, same thing that
Fighting perspective.
Same thing that I said with Tio. If anybody got issues with me or feel some type of way about me, you could come see me on fight night.
People that can actually hit. No matter all that boxing, you going to get hit.
Shakur Stevenson, of course he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 126.30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay.
Competition. As you get older, you start to know what competition is, and he kind of looked at me like I feel like I was a threat, which is rightfully so. Like I don't blame him for the way that he looked at me, but it is what it is. It's two guys that just want to be the best in our sport, and we were ready to lay it all on the line.
Did he say to you like, "Yo, I don't want to be friends," or we can't, or is it just like a gradual thing where it started to become more distant?
Now you just know energy. You know energy. Once you feel the energy that's coming at you, you understand like, okay, I get it.
When do you think that started to change?
I think as he kind of matured and got older. Once you get older and mature, his energy kind of let it be known like, yeah, you.
When he come across Shakur Stevenson, I'm gonna say it here on the front page, and Tank, I love you, brother, and still would love to talk to you.
100.
But when you get in there with Shakur, it's gonna remind me of Deontay Wilder fighting Tyson Fury.
Ooh. Yeah.
Because what you gonna do when you come across a motherfucker you can't knock out? Yeah. Only thing you gonna do is just get more frustrated.
That's a terrible analogy.
I'm just saying.
Only reason why I'm saying this is a terrible analogy is because Tank Davis. Remember, you've heard Coach Cal say this all the time. He says it's the same thing, and I know exactly what he means. We just waiting on somebody to pull it out of him. You ever hear him say that?
Yeah, yeah.
We got so it's just we ain't been able to show it because ain't nobody been able to pull it out of him. We looking forward to the big fights. We looking forward to the big matchups because those are the kind of people that's gonna pull it out of him. So with a fight with Shakur, you're gonna see this box.
Tank Davis just went nuclear on Shakur Stevenson in a live interview, called him completely skillless, questioned everything about his fighting ability. And this isn't just trash talk anymore.
Had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man, you know. You also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we on the outside, you know. But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he...
Tank's been relentless with these attacks. Says Shakur can't hit, can't excite fans, fights boring. But here's what's really happening behind all this hostility.
Not done yet, you know. It's not done yet. He's a great for sure. How great, we gonna see. You know, he got a lot. He can box as long as he wants to box because he don't take punishment, and he's a master boxer. You know what I mean? So. Just excited for him, man. Happy for him, man. You know, it's hard for me to see my brothers fight when I'm not fighting. That's harder to me than to actually fight because I can't help it. So I'm just happy it's over, man. I'm happy he got the win.
Shakur thinks he knows exactly why Tank's getting so emotional. Says Tank privately sees him as the biggest threat in the division. That fear is driving all this public hate.
Your little brother, you know what I'm saying, Shakur, that's the fight. Everybody want to see that. That's the 50-50, I think, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying 50-50. I told both of them that. That's a toss-up to me. No bias. Don't just say that because it's your man. Who you got winning that?
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters. Yeah. Tank is not going to be able to hit Shakur like he hit everybody else. And he know that. He knows that. That's why he's like, he's boring. He's this, he's that. He's trying to diminish everything that Shakur have done.
Boxing analysts are backing up Shakur's confidence. They're comparing this to Wilder versus Fury. Raw knockout power getting neutralized by superior skill and ring IQ. Tank's one-shot ability might not be enough.
Everybody thinks that Tank is gonna go in there and just knock out Shakur. It's gonna
That's
be
not gonna happen.
But it didn't take. It shouldn't have taken this fight.
I knew he couldn't.
For people to realize.
Yeah.
Right.
I knew that too. But yeah.
Shakur is a defensive specialist.
And I've been saying this for a long time. If you pay attention to how Tank will react whenever Shakur's name came up, I was like, yo, something that Tank knows that most people don't know or understand. There's something that he sees in Shakur. It could be the fact that Shakur was a 2016 silver medalist. You know,
He's got a lot to do with it.
He's that, you know, the silver child of the country, and you know, there's no telling. But this is what I've always known. It ain't just a big straight left or a big left right hook coming from Tank that's gonna end that night. That night is gonna be the most strategical you've seen both these guys ever be in a fight. I don't know if we're gonna ever get it.
I think we will.
You think we will, huh?
For sure. Who else is there if Tank trying to prove?
Andre Ward just praised Shakur's potential, calling him a true student of the game. Said we haven't even seen how great he can become yet. That's coming from an Olympic gold medalist and undefeated champion.
To get a message to Tank for him to like make sure he understood, like when you get past this legal situation, he's feel me on this. Tell me if y'all feel me on this. He's gonna be just like Mike Tyson was when Mike came out of jail. Everybody
be waiting for him.
Mike was the meanest thing before he went away.
Yeah.
Tank. And when he came out, everybody wanted to see what version he was now and who he was now and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. To me, it's the same thing with Tank. He's gonna have an opportunity to really just go right back to being what he was before he went away. It ain't too many people in this world that can do this.
Nah, it ain't. And Tank is definitely, and that I'm gonna tell you why. It's because they love him like they.
Terrence Crawford agrees. Says Shakur has the exact tools to outbox Tank. The defensive style, the fight IQ, the discipline. Crawford thinks Shakur is one of the few who can actually beat him.
He knew exactly. Deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
Do you see he gets very upset when people ask him about you?
Yeah, I think that's insecurity though. I think he's insecure.
Because he knows that you give him trouble? Like, what's he insecure about in your opinion?
With top level guys like him, because like I'm kind of different. I look at things like competition, but like his mentality is more so like it's either me or it's nobody. It's not a 1A, 1B, or you don't have nobody equal to you. So I understand his mentality, but I like to prove that I'm the best. So we kind of just move in different ways. Yo, let's make this fight happen.
What is the step now that you make, like in terms of trying to get this done?
I think the main step is one of us gotta find a way to reach out and try to get the fight to happen. It can't be no little kid shit. It can't be no back and forth, go back and forth. We gotta be grown men and get the fight done. Like, that's how I feel. I would love to talk to him and have a real conversation and make this fight happen. But you know, some guys be kind of egotistic, so I don't know where his ego is at.
When's the last time you spoke to him privately?
I mean, bro, just like he crazy. Like he'll DM me some crazy shit. And
like what?
I don't even want to say it.
Like smack talk?
Yeah. He talk crazy. Me and him got like DMs of just going back and forth all the time. Yeah.
Recently?
Sean Porter dropped some reality. Says Tank can't just hunt for the knockout against Tyson. The defensive skills and ring IQ make this way more complex than Tank's used to dealing with.
Like, with him, with his pride and like his ego, it's hard for him to even, you know, want to get on the phone with me, want to reach out or put all that other to the side. That nigga just got too much ego, I guess.
But where did the beef come from? Because it's like, it seemed like he really don't like you.
Nah, he don't.
But why? Like, what did y'all do? Because y'all was cool at one point, right? We see videos of y'all as amateurs, cool, y'all knew each other. Like, where did it start that y'all don't like each other?
Nah, that shit started from him. Like, everybody really think like, cause you know people run with like false narratives, so they gonna say they versions of like the story, but truthfully, like when I first was around him, he was showing a lot of love, and then once I became a threat, is where like everything switched over. Once like people started talking about me and my name started getting bigger, then it was like I'll go fight and I'll get on Twitter and he'll like post, oh, he did that because it was a cab driver, or he'll just post some like hating ass to where like it was unnecessary to go do that because like thought we was like cool type shit. So but now he like flipped it to turn it like I did something to him and he made himself believe that. But nah, that just, I think like in his brain it's just one person and
But here's where it gets interesting. Porter also said once Tank gets past his legal troubles, he could come back more dangerous than ever, like Tyson after prison. Adversity sharpening that already explosive edge.
They always call me out when they have a fight. You don't never see them call me out when...
Shakur's confident he's got Tank figured out. Says it's all about defensive IQ, timing, and discipline. Claims Tank operates on a me or nobody mentality while he embraces elite competition.
You know what I'm saying? They don't never call me out. They always call me out when they got a fight lined up.
All right, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now go look back at it. Like, you'll see like, yeah, they faking.
Is it any, like, do you have I know you talked before about like these 5-7 fights that you want before you go out. Is that still that? Do you have a list of people that you want to get out the way before you get out of here?
Not really.
No?
Not really. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, then yeah, for sure I'll attack it, but not really. Not really.
The relationship completely broke down over missed negotiations and constant media disrespect. Started with mutual respect, turned into ego battles and perception wars instead of actual fight talks.
Who have Shakur, what have Shakur done? What have he done?
Tank's firing back though. Says fighters only call him out when they already have backup plans lined up, using his name for attention rather than real intent. Claims Shakur fits this exact pattern.
More better than him. Who that? The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming this name, he haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, you know, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football.
Tank keeps dismissing Shakur entirely, asking what has he actually accomplished. Says he'd rather fight Haney, Garcia, or Lomachenko. Treats Shakur like he's not even worth the time.
I think Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion.
Eddie Hearn just came out swinging for Shakur. Called him one of the most underrated fighters in boxing. Says his elite fundamentals and defensive mastery make him a nightmare for anyone, regardless of power.
It's just me, just my nature, man. Like, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. Like, it's just too much talking, man. You know, like, of course, we've had some fights. You know, Turkey Al-Sheikh has put on some good fights and stuff like that. And it made crazy money, and it made perfect sense. But, like, I'm just saying, man, like, it don't matter. If you was close by my weight class, bro, and we can generate some money, and we can, you know, you got accolades on the line, I'm for it. It don't matter who you are, man. So, but yeah, that's just it. But no, fights in particular, I want to see, man. I want to see Tank and I want to see Shakur, bro. Like, come on. I want to see Tank and Shakur. That's what we want to see. You know, another fight. I want to see, what's that boy name is? I want to see, well, Boots got to fight against Xander, but you know, I want to see all the titles get unified at junior middleweight, junior middleweight. Yeah, I want to see all the titles get, you know, unified there. And if you don't want to unify all the titles, if you don't want to pay all those sanction fees, I get it. But, you know, fight the champion out there. You know what I mean? Relinquish one belt and go after the champion. That way you don't have to pay so many sanction fees. But
Tim Bradley wants this fight more than any other matchup this year. Skill versus power. Defense versus knockout ability. The fight that settles who really runs the lightweight division. So here's my question. Is Tank actually scared of Shakur's style? Or is this just smart business avoiding a risky fight? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if this breakdown opened your eyes, and subscribe because this rivalry is far from over.